Action!
You're awesome. I love you.
Hey Patrick,
Yeah,
thanks for editing this vlog.
Yep. You're welcome.
Are we ready?
Hi.
Hey.
I'm Joshua Watkins, aka Scribe.
I am Patrick DeBelen.
And I'm Patrick Walters.
And we are the Uncharted. So today, we thought we'd switch up the vibe a little bit.
Switch it up.
And we're going to talk about our near-death incidents.
Yeah, near-death experiences.
Near-death experiences. We're going to tell these stories. You guys can leave yours in the comments below.
Please share them with
Ooh,
us.
I love to hear some cool shit.
Bang.
Shit, that was fun.
We're like Destiny's Child.
All right, yo, who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Okay, so back home, and
Which is where?
St. Kitts and Nevis. In St. Kitts and Nevis, there's this hill in a neighborhood community called McTinley Heights. Shout out to McTinley Heights.
Shout outs to that place.
And so it's just one big hill, basically, one main road going up the hill, and then there's offshoots, roads coming down.
Okay.
Right? So, and I'm driving a 6-speed pickup.
Oh, this
Standard.
sounds like a Caribbean story already.
Right?
Yeah.
My dad's pickup.
Yeah.
I go to drop off my boy. He's going to go see a friend or whatever. They're chilling.
Okay.
And
Closing my eyes because I'm putting myself.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll paint the picture.
Okay.
So, where I'm driving up, I hit first gear, no worries. Second gear, bang, done. And I make it to the top of the hill, no problem. Now I'm reversing into position to get back down into the hill.
Yes.
So I get into position and I hit the gas, right? I'm in 1. Then I
Yeah.
start to speed up, and I'm in 2. Then I start to speed up some more, and I'm in 3. And before I know it, I was in like 4th gear trying to get to 5th. But I was going way too fast down the hill. Now, for reference, for those of you who have never seen McTinley Heights, the bottom of the hill is the main road going perpendicular. And on the other side is bushes and a cliff and the ocean.
That sounds beautiful.
It was beautiful, but it's deathly too.
Yeah.
So I'm down the hill. I'm like halfway down the hill. I'm like, I'm either gonna get hit by a car as I pass out into the road, or I'm gonna go shoot straight over
Into the ocean.
and I'm gonna have a watery, beautiful death. So I try to hit the brakes, but I'm going so fast that I can't even, like, the brakes don't even like hit.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm like halfway down the hill now, and I'm in a lot of trouble. And I remember my dad saying, if you're going too fast in the pickup, if the brakes don't catch,
You have the good near-death
gotta-
experience, yeah, and then you always
yeah.
clue into the most important advice that your dad's ever told you. Like you go back to when you were 10 years old, he's just like, son, remember, when you're going downhill in a pickup truck, and you're just like going through
my
that.
father is Mufasa.
Yeah, that's
My father is James Earl Jones.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
So he tells me, he's like, if you ever try and hit the brakes and you're going too fast and the brakes don't catch, you gotta pump the brakes and hit your handbrake at the same time. So I'm like, man, I've never even tried to do this before. I really should have tried this before I was like halfway down McTinley Heights going like 60 miles an hour. So I'm like, okay, I can do this. Hit the brakes, hit the handbrake, nothing happens. Try again, hit the handbrake. I'm like 5/6 of the way down the hill
down
at this
the
point.
hill.
I'm
This
like,
is Jason Bourne movie.
legit.
Yeah.
There's like 2
and the
ways
way you're
this is gonna
explaining
end
it's
up.
just like,
Right.
like Jack Bauer.
Legit is 24 moment. I'm like almost down the hill. I'm either gonna die or I'm gonna fix this problem.
Yeah.
And at the last moment, I pump the brakes twice. I do and then I and then I hit the handbrake real hard, and then the car jerks and it catches.
No.
Yeah, right as I'm about to hit, and I go from 60 to about 10 in like 0.3 seconds. I caught whiplash, but I lived.
Word.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's
And
crazy.
just as I stopped at the bottom of the hill, this truck came speeding past.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I would have been roadkill.
Oh my
I
God.
definitely would have been roadkill. I wouldn't even made it to a watery, beautiful death in the Caribbean Ocean. I would have been. I would have been a
dirty
rodent.
T-bone.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So that's my near-death experience.
Wow.
that's wicked.
My near-death experience, I was robbed at gunpoint at Regent Park, which is an area in Toronto.
Yeesh.
I used to work for Rogers Wireless, and
Oh yeah.
and so I used to just sell like phones and accessories and stuff, and that was my gig. This guy came in, and he was obviously on something, you know what I mean? Like he definitely wasn't all
Speed.
there, you know what I mean? He wasn't stable. But he came, just ran in, and he had his hat over his face, and he picked up this black duffel bag and whipped it at my boss, and then it was just like fill it up with iPhones. and I was
iPhone
just like,
3s.
at that time, I think iPhone 4s were the big thing.
Ooh.
iPhone 4S,
Yeah.
and this just came out.
iPhone
Those were
4s
like
clutch.
$3 or $4 at the time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah.
one of like and the duffel bag was like this big, and it was
Very
like
large.
huge. Anyway, he threw the bag at me, and then we went to the back room, and my boss was like on her knees crying at the safe, filling it up with phones. And then he had a gun, and he pointed at me first over the counter, and then was pointing at her while she was bent down.
Yeah.
I don't know why I decided to speak, but I just got really nervous. And like when I'm nervous, I go to humor. That's a
true story.
That's my like reaction. So he pointed the gun at my stomach, and I was against the schedule wall.
Oh, at your
and
stomach too.
yeah, I felt it. I felt the cold steel against my stomach. And then he was kind of breathing really hard as well. So kind of my reaction, the first thing I decided to say, I was like, "All right, just breathe with me."
You had a Lamaze class in the Rogers Wireless Center.
And then, like, I think he was so surprised that I tried to calm him down that there was a brief moment of him just kind of calming down. And I was like, whoa, it's working. And then he was just like, what the are you saying? And then pushed me against the wall. And then I just like, I'm so sorry. I started apologizing. I was just like, I'm really nervous. I don't know what to say here. I was just trying to calm you down because I'm trying to calm myself down. I don't really know what to do. Like, I'm here to help and all that kind of stuff.
That should be a Seinfeld episode.
Yeah, it was super embarrassing. But I was just really nervous, and that's my thing.
How did it end?
Defense mechanism is humor.
How did the story end?
So he filled up the bag. He left before the cops were there because, of course, the cops aren't going to get there in time. That's not the job.
Regent Park.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're busy in the suburbs. So
they're busy.
Even though they don't give a shit about people.
Do you think police officers watch our web series?
What?
That'd
That'd be scary if there was just one like single cop at home, just like time to turn on the Uncharted.
To the one police officer that watches.
Thank you, man.
The Uncharted.
I'm sure you don't see color.
We appreciate you, and we know that even though we know that all lives matter, we don't want to make a big thing out of it.
Yeah. But anyway,
I'm staying quiet because you two are going to get me shot.
Yeah.
They're not going to kill you guys.
They're definitely going to be the one to die.
Yeah, bye, Josh.
A backwards snapback and a ski mask, and you're going to get shot with a Jesus piece on.
Yeah, exactly.
Because racism.
Because racism. But yeah, so he ended up getting away. My boss quit her job and never came back to Rogers again. I had a shift the next day, and though I would love to take some time off, I got to pay my rent.
Wait, you had a shift the next day?
Yeah.
That's so gully.
I had to pay my rent. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Shout out to that guy for going to work the day after he got robbed at gunpoint to his pistol to his belly.
My landlord wouldn't have understood.
Uncharted word for the day.
Belies.
It belies a much deeper issue where we are not allowed necessarily to even dwell on things like that because we are such hard workers. We have to hustle because we haven't been given a silver spoon, and regardless of whatever PTSD you are suffering from, you have to go to work the next day.
Yeah. The most interesting part to me was after watching the cops get there. I mean, having to wait. There's a police station literally about 4 blocks away from that Rogers, and it took them about I would say 10 to 15 minutes. They walked in with fresh coffees, and I'm talking like just steaming from the top of the cup.
They went to Timmy's before they
came. And I'm like, interesting. You guys got coffees in your hand, and they were talking to, and like she was bawling, like literally crying her eyes out. She has 2 daughters, okay, crying her eyes out, and the cops were just like hitting her with the, you know, it happens a lot in this area. You know what I mean? You should be glad that it wasn't too serious. It wasn't that big a thing.
Really?
Like, you know what I mean? Like just downplaying her experience.
Man.
And I'm like, you're coming here late with coffee in your hand, and you're gonna tell me that it wasn't that serious? Like, anyway, that was the most upsetting
and
part
then they
of that
ask
process.
us why we have issues. All right, here's with yours, Josh.
All right, so unnecessarily dangerous mountain biking. I realized that,
okay, time out.
Yeah.
Mountain biking? Let's just go
Those
ahead and say
two things aren't supposed to be together.
right?
Yeah.
A black man mountain biking?
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
it was a school trip, guys, and like now that I look back, I'm pretty sure
Cool. Ugh.
I didn't want to
Black
spend
man
it
in
in
school.
School trip.
3 things that don't go together: black man, school, and
man
mountain biking.
Oh,
What are you
that's so
doing?
bad.
What were you do? Of course you were gonna almost die.
Welcome-
You're lucky you didn't die.
Welcome to Canada.
And so, like, I had significantly less than all of my friends, and so I think I made up for it by like adrenaline seeking.
It's like, I'm not getting shot by the police enough.
Yeah, I'm just running with red into a Crip neighborhood.
with my blue mountain bike. Yeah. What were those mountain bikes called? Deweys?
Oh no, I didn't even have one.
Yeah.
I had
Wait, you used someone else's to almost get yourself?
the professional place. It was a professional trail thing we went to.
Yeah.
I didn't just go and bring a mountain bike.
I apologize.
They don't know what it's like to pay to go on top of mountains to bike.
We have rainforests.
Yeah.
Okay.
I may not have been born there, but I'm still Jamaican. I don't know a single Jamaican with a mountain bike.
No one has mountain
If I know a Jamaican with a mountain bike, shout out to you for being adventurous.
Yeah.
For being adventurous.
Shout out to
or they live in the ghetto making moves, you know what I mean? Like on a mountain bike.
Riding over houses and just dropping you could Black Santa.
You could whip so much work on a 6-speed mountain bike in the hood.
That's what I'm telling you.
Mad corners. Police would never catch you.
We need to
How can a police outrun a mountain bike in the hood? That's not possible.
Can we just bring up again that this is the second video where we brought up like trap houses and or drug pushing as a positive thing?
Listen. We need to embrace things like trap houses because as much as they may be societal ills, they are part of our culture. For better or for worse.
Jeez.
Hear me out.
Hear
me out.
I don't think.
Hear me out.
We're taking this whole.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Try to rationalize trap houses right now.
I'm not trying to rationalize trap houses.
Okay,
I'm trying to understand trap houses.
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand why a person felt the need to make a trap house.
Why are we talking about trap houses? But fine.
Okay, fine.
I get I get that. I get that. It might be a system of some sort of systematic thing in place that kind of results into trap houses.
Exactly.
Okay. So I get there, and I'm still like, at this point, I'm still a rational black person who knows you don't do anything dangerous that's like stunt worthy if you you don't start at the hard level. You don't
the
ever
bunny
do that.
course.
You start on the buddy course.
You're on the bunny
course.
Bunny hills.
So
bunny
I go,
hills, yeah.
So I go on like the beginner's course. So I get through that. I'm like, cool. This was all right. Like I passed the average training. Let me go on the beginner course. And the beginner course was like semi-difficult. And I led a group of, I think it was like me and a group of girls. All like the guys went, and so it was like mostly white guys. Now that I think back.
Duh.
Come on, guys, let's do the hardest one. Come on.
I drank 4 Red Locos. Let's go.
4 Locos. Red Bulls. Come on, guys.
Let's
shred the hills. Shred the hills. Shred it.
And I was like, you know what? All right, that was fun. But I think I can do a step harder. Like, I think I can do it. Because I had to, like, slow down for a lot of people. So I went on the medium course after. My legs are burning a little bit, but it wasn't enough for me to have, like, my adrenaline rush. When I tell you, this was the single greatest mistake I made in the year of grade 12.
The year of grade 12.
This was it.
The scholastic year.
The scholastic year, bro.
The honestly, September to April of grade 12.
My first mistake was going on the one, like, was going with the guys who went on the hard course first.
Yeah.
So they're ramped up. They're excited. They just went on this course, but it was too hard. It was like too much to do a second time.
Yeah.
So like, yo, let's just go on the medium course and get through it faster.
Are you friends with these people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Just trying to ascertain.
Yeah, they're trying to get me killed.
I'm just trying to ascertain. That's all. I just want to know.
So we go.
I don't know
I just want to understand.
Ascertain means.
Understand.
Ascertain.
Ascertain.
Fuck. Man.
So we're going through this course. I'm like, yo, this is way harder than the beginner course.
Okay.
I don't feel like. So we're making like really hard rip turns, and I fall a couple times, going like at least 20 kilometers an hour.
A good clip.
But like it's always in like shorter situation. It's not like there's bears chasing me or anything like that.
Not like the other mountain biking courses where they throw bears at you and have them chase you down the hill.
Is it
not one of those?
Not
ones.
the horror mountain bike.
Just the regular.
Have you ever seen that video though, where the guy's just mountain biking and then there's a bear that shows up and it chases him?
I've definitely not.
And then there's
video.
gunshots that scare off the bear. That happened, bro.
I've not seen that video.
So like that could happen. I didn't know. It was too wilderness for me.
You're not Bear Grylls out here, man versus wild type.
No, I'm not about that life.
I feel you still.
Okay, I want to know what happens.
Me too.
We get up to like we're reaching like the higher point. We're starting to climb this hill.
Yeah.
This is a big hill. And I remember we go over like to the top range of things. So we're finally climbing it. And I think about it, and like I should have been rational, but I was like, man, like. I can't look like a punk.
For you viewers at home, by this point, Josh has already had a couple falls. His legs are burning, and he's on a trail that he's never been on before. Continue.
Yeah, I've never been mountain biking before either. Let me mention that. So we go on the harder part of this course, and we're like bouncing off like rocks going up this thing, and then like bouncing down, coming up certain parts. And at this point, I realized like, yo,
no,
I don't belong here, bro. I realized.
Get me off this trail, please. Somebody.
I realized, but I can't go back.
You're at that part where the only way you can get off the trail is to end the trail. I know.
So I'm realizing, like, there's no going back. I have to finish
No,
this,
for sure.
or it's gonna be taking way longer. I might miss the bus. I might die on my way back.
I might never make it off the trail.
Yeah.
So we get to the top, like the real top.
Yeah.
And like, it's saying like it's like the last whatever marker or whatever. And there's this hill. And what we've been doing this whole time is whenever there's a drop, the front person tells everybody else. So they shout the drop. And all of a sudden there's just drop of a hill. Like it's steep. And there's rocks and there's like different not altitudes, but you know when there's like different levels to wherever you're at. So I see the first guy go over it, but then I don't see him. I see the second guy go over it and I don't see him. And no one said anything. So I'm like, all right, it's just straight down the hill. I go over. These didn't tell me there was a jump. So there's like here, and then there's like a sort of ditch, and then this one jumps down, and it's a jump, but it's a survival jump. But they don't tell you that after that there's a gap, and the one here over here there's a gap, and you have to clear it. So you have to make
you have to have enough speed to.
And so I'm like sort of braking.
Yeah.
Going down this hill, thinking like, all right, I'm just gonna get over
taking
this
my time,
part.
being a granny, being safe.
And so I move over to the left, not knowing that the right would have been the safer part because no one told me. And I soar. And when I tell you I soar, like I was soaring, bro.
Black,
white, fly.
Oh God! I wish I go back to that moment in my head sometimes, and I wish I had
Were you
looked
jealous
out.
of Aaron and Flalo?
So you were flying.
Yo,
So you're flying.
I look up and I'm like, I'm not just like in the air on the bike. I'm going over the handlebars. Like my hands aren't attached to this, but like they're outstretched.
This guy is
I'm flying.
Yo, on my life, bro. On my life, I wish I could go back to that moment and take in the view.
Yeah.
So there's at least something positive about that experience.
Pat, how much money would you pay to go back in time and watch this play out?
at least six figures for
least
sure.
six
Six figures
figures.
for sure. That's so
So
worth
yo,
it.
I'm airbound, and I'm like, yo, this is it. Like in my mind, I'm like, yo, this is it. I'm gonna die. There's moments where like I'm convinced there's a God just because I'm not dead.
Yeah.
This is one of those moments.
Yeah.
My feet catch on my handlebars.
Yo, you did a thing. That's an actual move in BMX.
When you don't fall.
Yeah.
Okay, so what
I,
happened?
so like these are the handlebars.
Yeah.
And these are my feet. I go boom.
Okay.
And my face goes down.
Okay.
And so I'm no longer flying this way. I'm going straight, and there's still a gap. I'm like straight out like this, and all of a sudden I'm face down.
I'm pretty sure.
Yo.
At home, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's called the Superman on BMX. Continue.
So, boom. I'm going to go out over this hill. I'm just going to drop. Gravity's going to take me. John Mayer's song will have been right. It'll have worked against me, and I'm done. Like,
Don't kill me. John Mayer is a prophet.
Shout
out to John Mayer.
I hit my handlebars.
Yeah.
So my feet hit my handlebars. And instead of
Luckily.
going out this way, now I'm going this way. Yeah. So the worst part about this whole thing is that, like, I'm expecting to, like, splat my face at this point. I'm not expecting anything else.
Like,
I'm not expecting anything else. I'm just going to land, I'm going to skid, and my life will be over.
You've made
The
peace.
bike flips.
Over you?
So I'm here, so I'm like this, and now I'm going like this, and because my feet are caught on the bike goes like this.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So now I'm like being tombstoned by my bike.
Damn.
My bike is the
Yo,
Undertaker.
your bike hit you with the Rikishi bottom, bro. Oh my god. Your bike hit you with the Rikishi
Yeah,
bottom.
it's just like this just like drills it in.
Gravity works great in some situations and terrible in others.
Yeah.
This where like gravity developed a personality and decided it wanted to mess with me, not just kill me.
Yeah, we're
And so I go straight down.
huh.
So I'm going from this to this. Poof. And like a face plant. Dead in the hill.
You landed.
On my face.
Oh my god.
Face first?
Face first.
No other
My
part.
arms didn't catch
man.
nothing. It's my face. It was like poof.
Yeah.
And then instead of the bike falling behind me,
Yeah.
like it should have, because my feet are caught on it, it flips.
Yeesh.
And so my feet go over, and I'm on my neck at this point. So it's like,
Yo, you have no idea how lucky you aren't you have no
Paralyzed.
idea how lucky you are to not be paralyzed right now.
Yeah.
at this point, my friends have noticed that I'm
Not with
they've noticed something's wrong.
Yo, what happened?
Yeah.
Yo,
So
what happened
they're-
to Josh, bro?
Yeah.
So they're like at least 3/4 of
Mangled
the
young
way.
black body on the ground.
But like I'm stuck.
I've seen
so
the
like,
scene
Yeah.
So it's like
so
here.
many times.
Yeah.
Like, picture this is my face.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
And then I flip.
Man.
So I hold for a good second with the bike's weight pressing down on my neck and my face.
Oh, man.
And then it flips over. So I start flipping down the hill. And I stop about like one flip over. But I flip down the hill with this bike. And I stop. And then I slide.
Yeah.
So it's like... Like, my face is red. Yeah. And like, my side's a little torn up.
Did they rip you? Like, were they like...
No. They checked. They checked if I was okay. Because it was a pretty bad fall.
That's good.
But then I have to get up and ride my bike the rest of the way down. I tried walking and I'm like, yo, if I do this, I'll be here all day.
Yeah.
And I can't do this anymore. And so I get back on the bike and I thankfully only had to like brake 1 or 2 more times.
Oh, is it smooth right after that? That's probably why it's a medium
smooth.
ride.
Yeah. I won't give myself that.
Well,
kind
the fact
it was just sad. He was just like,
like, I thought I was gonna die.
I'm glad you did.
I'm so glad you didn't.
Yeah, man. And I'm glad you guys are alive. I'm glad you didn't go to a riding grave or a T-bone.
Thank you very much for listening to our near-death experiences. Please post yours in the comments below. We would love to know how you almost died. So,
Peace.
Take it easy, guys.